Am I live? Hopefully I am. 1 second. If I had some ninja watchers up in here, can y'all give me a good in the chat? Kindly. I need to know. Hold on just a second. This is gonna be interesting tonight, y'all. What y'all think? Let's see. If I could just be on time. I can't do it. All right. Let's go. Hopefully y'all can hear me and see me. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and risk it all, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rewind, and then I'm gonna do my intro. Welcome back, guys, to Pills, Potions, and Poisons with me and NAllenRx. I'm a pharmacist. And I could probably hear a little dog in the background. They won't let me be right. They refuse. And I'm not here in a professional capacity. Not necessarily. However, I do have expert level knowledge and information that I can share with you guys tonight, especially on a topic like this. This is so, did it catch y'all off guard, or was it just me? Okay. For all you newcomers and latecomers like me, there's just one thing I need you to remember while viewing on the channel. What's that, Allen? I'm not your pharmacist. I am not your pharmacist. I'm not your pharmacist. What are we talking about tonight, guys? We are talking about a CEO who was murdered. UnitedHealthcare. Have y'all ever, if any of you have had a job of any kind, any sort, I'm sure you may have had experience with this company, UnitedHealthcare, and all other insurance companies. It's like, what's the big deal? We talking about big pharma. We talking about HMOs. We talking about insurance companies. And for someone to do a targeted hit like this one, because that's what had happened with this, it should put us all kind of on high alert. Let's just be honest. Okay? And with this situation, it's like, why would they target him? Just like that time when the Cash App CEO got murdered. What was that about? You wonder, how is this going to affect, the providers, like the prescribers, the pharmacies, the drugs, the hospitals? How is this going to affect, is this going to make the stock drop? Is it going to affect it any kind of way? Like, what's the big deal with the insurance? If you've ever seen a movie like John Q, oh my goodness, this dog is so annoying. John Q. Insurance companies play a major role in all of our lives. Obamacare, things of that nature. Y'all let me know already what y'all think about this. If y'all think this is going to have any kind of significant impact on, let's say, the market at all, put a 1 in the chat. Or just drop your comments in the chat. Yeah, this dog, anyway. Dog, they got pet insurance too, speaking of the dogs. But anyway, let's see. We got some people in the chat. Y'all can hear me and y'all can see me. Can I get a good for confirmation? Thank y'all so much for joining. Y'all got to get active on this conversation tonight. Let me know what y'all think about this just before we even get too deep into it. So our guy, Brian Thompson, 50-year-old man. He's from Minnesota, but he's in New York for a conference. How do we know? Who cares? Why is it even a big deal? We're going to look at the video, but the setting for tonight is New York, the Empire State. There's y'all's lesson for tonight. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? If they ask you about New York, you know. So he started working for United Health Group in this is the parent company, because, there are different branches of these companies. So when y'all do things, y'all come into the pharmacy where I work at. and I say, well, your insurance is not going through. You tell me, well, I just used the same insurance at the doctor's office. No, you did not. You did not just use the same insurance at the doctor's office, because there's different levels to this, just like with Medicare and things of that nature. You got Part B that covers your testing supplies, like your blood pressure meters, your diabetic testing supplies, meters, strips, lancets, things of that nature. Then you have Part D that covers the drugs. These are two different things. Then you got A, it covers, maybe hospital visits and things like that. So don't come up here thinking that, it's all the same. We just finished with open enrollment, and I know a lot of y'all got enrolled in some insurance plans, and you don't even know what's included in them. You don't know anything about your insurance. You don't know anything about it until you get sick. And unfortunately, at that point, it's too late. We're going into the new year. I have a video from the New Year's of last year that's on this channel. Y'all can go ahead and get ready to watch it before y'all come into the pharmacy with the same stuff. I got my same insurance from last year. No, you don't. The plan you had last year covers this. This one doesn't. We're going to have to get into these type of discussions. And Mango Gelato got the real question right here. And welcome to the chat. Says, I'm curious to know, why was he unalived? That is a good question. Now, what are some reasons do we think that someone would want to take out the CEO of an insurance company? I imagine, I saw, according to my title as well, grudges against the insurance companies. Now, when we enter these types of situations, we have an agreement. It's not just like me and you. You come and you tell me, my doctor wrote this prescription. I tell you, your insurance doesn't cover it. You say, why? Why isn't my insurance covering it? I say, because they want the doctor to do a prior authorization. You tell me, well, my doctor wrote it. Clearly, they want me to have it. I agree with you. However, just like the pharmacists are the middleman between, you and your drugs, the insurance company is also, the insurance company is between me and you and your drugs as well. Don't forget about them, because a lot of y'all, let me see, I think it's like it had to be under Obama administration. A lot of y'all opted out of getting these company provided insurance plans. Then you found out, you elked around and you found out that these drugs are expensive. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. Let me get you down, Mango Gelato. Thank you for entering the chat. That's not my fault. I don't make the prices of the drugs. I don't work for the insurance companies. They come up with all these numbers, just like during Biden. They decreased the cost of the insulin. Insulin used to be high as hell. Now it's not. But anyway, so we're going to watch a clip. We're going to get into a clip where they talking about what's going on with our guy here. Evidently, he has some legal issues of his own going on. But anyway, let me get to it. And we're going to try to see why. Why would someone take out our CEO, to answer your question? But before we get into it too deep, what I say? Regulators. Is that what I say? Mount up. Is that what I do? We gotta address the chat before we get too deep into this thing. Y'all know I'm out to the late start. I be having to get these, my house gets together, but what are excuses? Mango Gelato says, hi, pills, potions, and poisons. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I love how you coming in, being active. You say you're a subscriber from TLA. Shout out to TLA. You holding your girl down. Shout out. Thank y'all for coming over. Jocelyn A, she says, hey, y'all. She says, hey, y'all. Y'all knows what she say. Y'all giving me the ones. Y'all in support. Almond Eyes. Almond Eyes. What's up, Almond Eyes? Get in on this. If you've been a part of the healthcare team, if you have ever had any type of experience with the insurance, I'm gonna get a little bit ahead of you guys, and I'm gonna say that tell you that the gun cartridges, I don't know, I don't know weapons, I don't know. They had what did they have on there? Deny, defend, and depose, which is evidently a play on this what they say insurance companies do, which is delay, deny, and defend. That's what they say the insurance companies do. And so I don't want to have too much of a, an opinion on this, because I still work for these people. I'm in, big pharma. But I can see how someone who was not on the inside might think that there was some delaying going on. Some, what's the other word? Deny. Definitely some denying going on. Definitely denying. They're not going to cover this drug. Why? Because they prefer another drug. Well, this is what I take. Get your doctor to do a prior authorization. They're going to deny the prior authorization, or they may approve it, or they may approve it temporarily, and then they're going to ask for another prior authorization. UnitedHealthcare, they kind of like the big dog right now, to be honest. A lot of companies use UnitedHealthcare. I feel like, maybe I could be wrong, the company I work for, we exclusively had UnitedHealthcare plans. Now, it's illegal for me to steer people one way or the other. I can't do that. So if you come up in there and you tell me, okay, it's open enrollment, I got to sign up for my Medicare Part, whatever, D, whatever, or what insurance plan should I choose? I can't tell you that. That's illegal. I can tell you, you need to call them and you need to let them know what drugs you're on so they can help you, figure out a plan. But I didn't want to have to just choose from UnitedHealthcare. I wanted to see that Aetna, to be honest. They cover everything. Blue Cross Blue Shield, we haven't heard from them, but they always want a whole lot of prior authorization. It's a lot of hoops to jump through to get these, UnitedHealthcare, I would say they probably like in the middle. But, this is not me telling y'all what to get. We didn't have a whole lot of options. It's like UnitedHealthcare, gold, silver, whatever, copper, whoever. Anyway, so let me upload this video. Who we got? What we got? We got a few more people. Y'all coming up in here. Hey, let's see. Mango Gelato, let's pull your question back up. And we're going to pose this question to the chat. Why do y'all think that some disgruntled person would want to end the life of the CEO? Because to me, it's like, why the CEO? They don't really, they kind of a placeholder. They got these board members and stockholders, which I wonder if UnitedHealthcare, I don't know. They stock going down. How's this going to affect all of us? Because it is. Trust me, it is. Why do y'all think he did it? Why did he choose him? Because he the face? I've never seen his face until now. You believe that he knows him. It's like, it was given that. Who does that? LVP. He says, regulators. Yes. Y'all, thank y'all for getting in this chat. Rachel says, I got refunds on 3 months of meds after my doctor and my insurance finally worked together. And when I requested a prior authorization, it's that prior authorization. You got to do it because, a lot of times you need your medicine right now. We know that. Y'all coming there yelling at us, I need my medicine right now. It's like, I got to get a prior authorization. How long is that going to take? It might take a day or two because what? We got to send it back to the doctor. They got to play around with it. I don't know. I don't work in the doctor's office. I can tell you what's going on my side and what it feels like from my side. And they can probably tell you what they think we doing. They think we ain't doing it, we don't think they doing it. Either way it goes, they got us playing back and forth. They what are they doing? They the insurance company is doing divide and conquer with the pharmacy, the doctor, the prescriber, and the patient. The 3 Ps, the pharmacy, the provider, and the patient. Insurance company, they hold they on their own island, but they in between all of us. We like, well, it's on them at this point. It's on them at this point. When at the end of the day, you paying for your insurance, you expect to get your stuff covered, right? I know. I get it. But, sometimes it's not that simple. But, congratulations, Rachel, because some people, they finna come up there and they want all they print out for the year for their taxes, and they trying to do whatever else. So Mango Gelato says, can your meds that are not be covered if it's a new drug? These plans are all different. Your plan should be specific to you. It doesn't matter if the drug is new or if it's brand name, it hasn't come out with a generic yet, or just, what health condition. These insurance companies have a lot of different ways of, pricing these plans. So I can't speak on it, Craig. Yes. Okay. So let's get Mortgage Boss. Hey. What? You had Aetna, they pay every time. Whenever I had Aetna, they paid for everything. When I say everything, I mean, but that was a long time ago. Mortgage Boss says Blue Cross Blue Shield. Wait, is that BC? Is that what you're talking about? Rescinded their new policy to stop covering anesthesia for surgeries that go long. What? They rescinded their new policy to stop. So they're covering it. Because that makes no sense. It's like, if I have to be in a procedure and I'm under anesthesia and it's going over 4 hours, I'm not going to be covered for anything going over that amount? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, but anyway, let's get into it. And welcome to the chat, everyone. I like how y'all getting active in here. Let's see. All right. Let me do this. And this is where it all began yesterday. This is 9 new details, but whatever. Y'all let me know if we got sound and if we have the visual. Are pharmacies required to refund? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We kind of like the insurance, if you work for these big companies, right? They want us to it's frowned upon. I'll say that. But if you get your prescription from me, where I work at, and it's been within the first 3 days or whatever, or it's still in the work queue, we can refund you the difference. We can. Now, what they gonna try to do, it's like I said, it's frowned upon to do that. They don't like for us to do it. Well, they don't. We can refund you the difference if your insurance covers your drug after you got it, right? We can't do returns on drugs, right? We can't do that. But we can refund you the difference. We can do that. But we can do that. Yeah. It's like, my insurance, something was wrong. I didn't have they changed my policy number. They had me in there as a male or a non-binary or female, in their system. So it wasn't going through on y'all's. And so they updated it. And now you can update it. And it's like, yeah, but I bought the medicine because I wanted to start, the day that I got it. It's like, okay, I ain't gonna give you no problems with that. A lot of these people gonna give you a problem because they just you just don't like to do that. Okay. They just don't like to do that. That's, yeah. Yeah, so let me go and let y'all play this. Y'all know I love Jesse. All right.
For his intended target.
The leader of a huge healthcare insurance company is dead, gunned down in what officials are calling a brazen targeted attack. And at the time of this recording, the suspect is still on the run. We are going to dig into everything we know so far about the murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson on the streets of New York City. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Oops.
Hey, before we get into this, I have to quickly thank our sponsor, Upside, for helping us almost every week. This is a very highly populated area, tourists all over the place. The fact that this happened right there is just, again, shocking. Now, who was Thompson? He was the CEO of UnitedHealthcare. He was
Yes.
supposed to be attending an investor conference that was being put on by UHC's parent company, United Health Group. And as Thompson was approaching the hotel at around 6:45 a.m., and for those of you who don't know, in New York, that's the time that everybody's headed to work. NYPD says there's this masked man who had been apparently staking out the area for several minutes, approached Thompson from behind and started shooting. Thompson was hit at least once in the back and once in the leg. NYPD leadership says that it took officers only 2 minutes to respond to the scene, but by then the shooter had already taken off, first running away, then using an e-bike and heading into Central Park, which is nearby. And by the way, as we record this Wednesday afternoon, this is kind of breaking news for us, there is currently a manhunt underway for this suspect. And police are offering up to a $10,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest in this case. Now, we have a couple of surveillance photos of the suspect that have been released, and one shows him holding up the gun, pointing it seemingly at Thompson. Another shows him turning a corner, heading north away from the crime scene on that e-bike that I mentioned. And while police say they do believe that this was a targeted shooting, they have not revealed any sort of motive here.
Do y'all want to watch the video? Do y'all want to see the shooting? I mean, it's on here.
The hospital, and he has died. This is a tragedy that came out of nowhere. So to talk about everything that we know so far,
he has his own case going on right now. He was under investigation for fraud and something else with the Department of Justice. Oh, insider trading, because at this conference that he's at, that he was there for in New York, he was gonna like put out the predictions for like next year. UnitedHealthcare was expected to like make $450 billion. $450 billion. He was making around $10 million a year. He's been the CEO since 2021. He's 50 years old. I'm like, how did he even get that job? I'm like, when do they advertise for these jobs? I say that about my job too, but I can't do nothing at my job right now because somebody else give me anyway about these performance reviews. But anyway, so how, you're 50 years old. How do you don't even hear about these jobs like being advertised, and next thing you know, 5-year-old is the CEO of UnitedHealthcare. Like, what? Now they're going to tell us about, what all he had going on, his legal troubles, the company money, this and that, so it's like, oh, maybe it's a disgruntled, what do you call these people? I don't know. Someone who has insurance with the company, somebody who, something happened. Or then they kind of bring up that he has a wife with 2 kids, but him and the wife been separated, living in separate houses. He has $1 million house down the road from her $1 million house, whatever. Interesting. So that's just some things to keep in mind.
About Thompson, the shooter, the investigation. I have a special guest right now I want to bring in. I want to bring in retired NYPD detective Dave Sarney. Dave, thanks so much for coming on. And as I mentioned before we started, thank you so much for the work that you have done for this great city. My gosh, as I've said, I pass this area almost every week. When was the last time you saw a blatant shooting in Midtown Manhattan like this?
Thanks for having me. This type of shooting, this was planned, as you can tell, and we have it. I mean, we've had shootings at Times Square that seem to be gelling from arguments or something like that. This was as brazen as you can do in the beginning of the rush hour of the area to see this shooting take place. It definitely is shocking to see. It is.
You mentioned something to me about the shift, about when officers have that shift, and this happens 6:45 in the morning, first thing in the morning. Talk to us about the shift for the police officers.
At times, I used to work what's called night watch for the detectives. The night watch is a tour from midnight to 8 a.m. And usually most of the bad things, unfortunately, happen around that 4 o'clock hour. Nothing good happens after 4 a.m. So when you hit that like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Let's skip this shot.
Before Thompson arrives. And Thompson, who's from Minnesota, where UnitedHealthcare is based, He was staying at a hotel across the street. So the NYPD says that he had been in New York since Monday.
Yes.
And the investors conference was scheduled to start at 8 a.m.
The shooter steps onto the sidewalk from behind the car. He ignores numerous other pedestrians, approaches the victim from behind, and shoots him in the back. The shooter then walks toward the victim and continues to shoot.
Wow.
It appears that the gun malfunctions as he clears the jam and begins to fire again. The shooter then flees on foot northbound into an alleyway between 54th Street and 55th Street. Once at West 55th Street, the shooter continues to walk westbound on Avenue of the Americas, where he gets onto an electric e-city bike and rides northbound on the Avenue of Americas towards Central Park.
Now, Dave, a few things I want to break down here.
Okay. Yeah. Why do y'all think that? First of all, I don't even know who the CEO of my company is that I work for right now. Do I? I don't. The last person I remember is that Lady Ross. She used to. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all think that this is a drug game. This is a drug game. Don't get it twisted. And they bring in these people from, like, our Lady Roslyn. She where she come from? Starbucks. This is different. This is different. You think, oh, I've been CEO for Fortune 500 company. I've been, CEO of whoever. This is not the same, okay? This is not the same. Drugs, insurance, this is money on another level, okay? Because that's what we're dealing with. We need to understand this, okay? So you think you coming in here, you just going to be a placeholder and you just going to sit there. People will be looking you up, finding out who you are. I read somewhere that the CEO of, what is it, Caremark, CVS Caremark, and some other company, they have like security with them. This guy was supposed to have security with him, but he didn't. So who even knows what he was up to? I'm gonna just be honest. You stand in this hotel, you walk across the street. Who even knows? But how do you even know? I don't. I'm gonna look up the CEO of this company. I'm gonna find out where he's at. I mean, they having a conference there. They probably would. But how would they know? I don't even be knowing. Like, they got it. I told y'all if I ever say I don't have to work out of town. Because I just don't be able to work out of town. My job is where it's at. But you looking up this person for what? For what? He's in New York. This happened in New York. This guy's from Minnesota. Evidently, UnitedHealthcare is based out of Minnesota. My company, they based out of Illinois. Is that where we at? I'll be forgetting. But so it's not like you're in Minnesota and you find this man walking into a big office building. They got UnitedHealthcare on top of it. You found out where the conference was at. You found out where he was staying at. He wasn't even staying at the hotel where the conference was being held. He was across the street, evidently. Somebody did some real detective work. And what drove him to do it? Did it look like he had a silencer or something on that gun? Because y'all got to tell me in chat. I don't know. I'm like, this gun look like something I saw on TV on a movie. But anyway, I'm going to let them finish talking about it. And then we can get into this insurance stuff for real. Oh.
Known to somebody. So we have to look at this, the perpetrator in the senses. How do you know the schedule? Not only how do you know the schedule, how do you know the location, what time he would be there? So that's the thing. He started earlier than most. You have a conference at 8 a.m. You usually don't see CEOs come to the conference so early. They might come a little bit later. The victim, unfortunately, had no security details, so he felt no threats available to him at the time, nothing present, at least in his mind. So no security for him. You're having to watch. I mean, this guy, this perp was there. He was there earlier, so he had an idea of what time he was going. Was anyone going to the hotel desk asking for him, or at least had an idea of the schedule? To know the victim is going to be there, there was obviously some planning that he already knew that he was going to be there at that time. And when you look at it, you're like, and that's why the detectives are like, why now? Why at this time? So why? And that's where you come in with that idea of, he gets him alone, but this is the best time to get him is by himself, crossing the street. and and unfortunately, he's shot there.
No. How bold is this? There was not even no hesitation. The gun seems to jam, and the shooter just fixes it and keeps on shooting.
Yeah, that's the thing. The positioning in which there is, it looks like he has some sort of training, some sort of understanding of how the firearm works, because you're not going to clear a jam. Very calm, cool, collected in that sense that you're going to clear the jam out after a shooting. A lot of times you're dealing with someone who's panicked. They may just take the gun and flee. But you're looking also at how determined was the shooter to make sure that his target was killed or eliminated. He tried to shoot him again.
And by the way, I wanted to ask you how difficult it is to process a crime scene in that kind of open urban area, because they were.
Okay. So yeah. What do y'all think are potential reasons like behind the shooting? Why do y'all think he did that? Do y'all think it was personal? Do y'all think it was like he wasn't satisfied with some type of insurance situation that he had going on? And can you get that upset? I know I've seen y'all get real hot in the pharmacy. Y'all get upset, okay? Y'all get real upset about the insurance, what they paying, what they not paying, how they holding you up, they delaying you, denying you, and they defraud you. I ain't say they defraud you. I didn't mean to say that. I have to have insurance too. I have to deal with my own stuff. I told y'all last time I had to go get an iron infusion. They sent me to some place. I'm like, I have insurance. Don't send me to places like this. Send me to the hospital. Or do y'all think this just, somebody that was just frustrated with the system just in general? Who even knows? That guy right there, he looked healthy. He looked like, he just, walking up everyday person on the street. But clearly, he was like, he came shooting to kill, okay? So, hey, Yoki. She says, he was getting death threats for weeks and blew it off. That's what his wife said. Danny Omega, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Yoki says, the gun didn't jam. It was a special gun so that it didn't make a noise. The stock issue came up. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Veronica, she says, it doesn't seem like a disgruntled customer to me. It sounds like it was part of something bigger. It's giving me that too. Danny says, sounds like he F around and he found out. He got a crazy look, Donnie, like he could be up to something, but not to speak ill of the dead.
When officers responded to the scene, they said they found 3 live 9mm rounds, 3 9mm shell casings, some evidence there. You have surveillance cameras. I imagine you have witnesses. What goes on into processing a scene like that? Is it difficult given that environment?
It can be difficult, but the benefit of the arrival on scene immediately, you're going to try to secure it as quick as possible. So that's why the crime scene tape will go up at the immediate area. Then you actually when you make your crime scene, you're going to make it as large as possible to try to make sure that you secure anything that might be forensically involved or probative evidence, such as the cell phone that they found. And the rounds, the one thing about it, it's early in the morning. There's not that many people available around in the street, so that may not be disturbed quickly. But in an environment, if there's more crowded, you might have a difficulty. But this was a little more situated early enough in the morning to do.
And by the way, that is an area where there's office buildings, there's hotels, there are people about even at that time. And what we talk about, the suspect, I want to go into this a little bit more. He's described as a light-skinned male wearing
a light skin,
wearing what appears to be a dark sweatshirt, dark gray sweatshirt with a distinctive gray backpack, although what exactly was distinctive about the bag wasn't specified. A cell phone, as you mentioned, was recovered from the alley he apparently ran into. Police are still investigating whether it is related to this shooting, and officers are reviewing camera footage to not only figure out where the shooter went after firing the shots, but also where he came from. And when it comes to that e-bike that I mentioned, investigators say that the company does have GPS locators on the bike so they can be tracked. It's just not clear how far the suspect may have gone before potentially ditching that getaway vehicle. 2 things I want to ask you about that, Dave. Are you surprised he was able to escape? I mean, the response time from police was 2 minutes, so that's great. But are you surprised this suspect was able to get away so quickly?
Within a 2-minute time frame, you're responding to the scene. So sometimes officers who are responding, and we try to do this, is actually delay a response. Once you have an immediate response and somebody arriving on scene, you want to start canvassing once you have to identify the suspect. So I don't know what the radio run had as far as a suspect out there, so they would start canvassing immediately. But what you're dealing with is the shots fired, individual injured, so you're going to respond to the scene as quickly as possible. They did. Within that time frame, by the time the 911 call comes in, the response gets there an extra 2 minutes or so. That person could be out in the wind within that 2-minute time frame. And that's why you create a tertiary perimeter later on as you get.
Okay, they tell us how to set up a scene. Okay, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Uh-oh. Did I take it down? Tell me what y'all think, y'all. Do y'all think that they're going to find this guy? Do y'all feel like it's a sense of urgency with finding him? And he just walked up clear as day in the daytime, daylight, and just shot the man and rode off. Yoki says, this is not the first assassination in broad daylight in New York. A few years ago, someone else high profile was murdered in daylight, which is why NYC is now London with cameras everywhere. CCTV, okay, everywhere. So they got plenty of footage. Rachel, no longer saying white or Caucasian. I thought that was interesting. That's a nicer word. Light skinned? Like, were we not looking? I'm from Louisiana, so I know what light, bright, all them look like, okay? That's so weird that they like he's a light skin. What does that even mean? Like, we looking at this man. Are they gonna get him? Oh, NYPD will show up fast for him. Okay, they did 2 minutes. They was on scene. Rich Turner. Based on the writings on the case, I think it's to send a message. Yes. What was it? He said, deny, defend, depose. What does depose mean? They're like, insurance, y'all gonna be holding us up? Y'all don't want to give us treatment? Y'all don't want to give us what we paying for? Oh, you don't cover this? People, and it's easy for them to just, deny stuff over a computer or talk crazy to us on the phone or tell the doctors whatever. Because it's like they way over there. They on the other side. They don't have to face the people. We have to face them. And y'all not nice. I'm not even nice. I'm like, this don't cover that. Like, then, okay, they may or may not cover the drug. Then they want you to get a 90-day supply. They're like, I only got 30 days worth of this. I don't have to keep taking this. Then you got to wait again. Then they only cover brand on this. Then they only cover 7 days on this. Oh, are you naive to this therapy? My doctor want me to have this. Okay, I'm the pharmacist. Because I'll be like, hello, I'm the pharmacist. I need this. I know what I need. They're like, well, we still need a prior authorization. I'm like, God. So I know how y'all feel. And I do my best. I help y'all as best I can, Say, oh, I thought they were saying there are 2 markings, not an actual message. They were like, this is written with a Sharpie. Yeah, on the casings. Is that what it said, right? He didn't want to identify his own. Okay, because okay. This is the face I have to what the exactly? Let's make it very clear. This was a white. Okay. That's what it looked like to me, Maybe they like, don't believe your eyes, don't believe your ears, don't believe nothing, This is interesting. But let me got some more stuff I'm gonna show y'all. But I want y'all to get into it. If y'all got some questions about some insurance stuff while y'all got me on here, I will answer them. But like I said, I can't tell you which ones to choose because that's illegal. I can get in trouble for that. And do y'all think that this is going to make a difference in how it's not? Insurance companies going to, like, run their business if it is some kind of grievance or some kind of, disgruntled what do you call these people? They're not patients, are they? They may or may not be a patient. Insurers, I'm just saying. How do y'all think it's gonna make any kind of difference? I don't think it's gonna change no kind of practices of Blue Cross, no practices of whoever else, Caremark, CVS. They're gonna keep buying each other out until they buy each other out. And that's what I think. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? And the way this was set up, it does seem like it's a part of a bigger plot. The message, I can see this. This is a movie. This is already a movie. CEO of UnitedHealthcare. They said big pharma. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I closed my whole screen out. Y'all know I'm still learning. It's getting late. Okay, what are y'all saying? I can't do that. Let me see. Is it on here? I can't see. Mango Gelato says, Pills, I wish you could tell us which insurance companies to choose. I can't, though. I can't, and I ain't. I'm going to tell y'all, it's a lot of drama with this. I had to choose my own stuff. We all just went through open enrollment. I'm like, now, do I want a high deductible? I always pick a good copay plan because I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm like, okay, I need dental, I need vision, which that's always cheap. But it's like, like I said, do you want a high deductible? It's like, okay, well, do I get a lot of prescriptions? Do I go to the doctor a lot? Do I need flexible spending? Do I need HSA? Do I need HFA? And he's like, who is who? I got to figure all of it out too. I'd be like, okay, this is the last week of open enrollment. And it's like, do you smoke? Do you not? If you like, oh, I'm going to just let it go on ride and let it be the same plan I got from last year. If you don't go in there and update at least that you're not you're a non-smoker, they're going to go and rip your mouth out with that insurance. I'm going to just tell you. So you can at least do that part. At least do that. Okay. Hold on. I got the video on here too of where they when emergency people came. Y'all don't want to look at it. My channel it ain't monetized. I can play it. If y'all want to look at it, you gotta see them doing CPR in the background. Y'all let me know if y'all want to watch it or not. It got a lot of views on here. I'm good. I don't play it. I feel like that's how we're gonna get the full. I'm gonna just give y'all a trigger warning. Okay. What y'all saying? So many cameras. It is. How did they lose track of him? How? Yeah, we watched him walk up, shoot the man in the back and in the leg, and then he walked away, and then he got an e-bike. Don't you have to put some kind of? You can't just get them. They ain't free, are they? Don't you have to do something to get those? Hold on, y'all. And then he left it. They don't have a tracker on. They said they had trackers on them. I'm gonna play the video. I'm not say play the video. They don't really let you see nothing. If y'all, you can turn your head this quick. Hold on. All right, it's a minute long. And they say warning, distressing content for those of you, who can't watch this kind of stuff. Bum, bum, bum. All right, here we go. Yeah. What they doing? What I be telling y'all to do? Y'all gonna listen. You don't want to do CPR. This is y'all. I gotta add a little commentary, okay? I have to do it. I told y'all every time somebody needs CPR or something like that, they always have asked me to do it, even though everybody there has to have, CPR training. I didn't mean to press that button. I meant to press this button. And they always ask me to do it. This man right here, he's moving around like he don't want to do it. And he's like, where the bus at? He don't,
Sir.
What y'all think? I told y'all. Y'all better learn to do that CPR. And see, like he was pronounced dead at the hospital. He a big cop. Yeah. Yeah, just do the chest compressions. But he stood up looking around, waiting for ambulances to get there. And they got there when they got there, but he was wasting time by just, hey, every minute every second counts. It just seemed like, somebody got upset. They found out, and people, you never know. It could be like some mental stuff going on too. To me, if you're dealing with, insurance company, you're dealing with loss, you're dealing with whatever you're dealing with, and you get in your head and you think, I'm gonna get rid of the CEO. That's not the person that's gonna do anything. I'm telling you, so many people like that's really running the show that's not the CEO. He getting paid $10 million a year, but he's not the one. I'm telling y'all, that's not the one. It's like, y'all gonna get Charles Walgreens up in here. He ain't doing nothing, It's like he's a placeholder at this point. They just giving him free money. Rich say, what Reggie say? Reggie say, I ain't finna touch this bleeding. Look up the book. Okay, what's the book? Deny, defend. What is it? I thought you said. Welcome to the chat. Also, Mastermind T. Let's see. What's the book? I'll look at it while we're on here. That talks about how the insurance companies are. I have insurance. I'm with insurance. I'm just telling y'all, okay? I'm down with the insurance. But, because if I have a choice, because a lot of people opted out of getting insurance and then they tried to load up on the Obamacare, which Obamacare was cool. But they come in there, oh, I don't have insurance because they heard some crazy place online that the drugs are more expensive on insurance than they are cash price. Come on, y'all. Don't listen to that. Do not listen to that. These drugs they expensive. They high as hell. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. So when you like, I don't want to get no insurance, I'm just gonna pay for it. You walk up on the wrong person in the pharmacy. I can't speak for anywhere else. Like, I don't know how they billing. I never worked in billing in the hospital, or clinic or anywhere else. I only know retail pharmacy. So You will go up in there and you like, what? This drug, what? How much is it? We like, it's $200. Your inhaler gonna be $200. That's what my insurance. Yeah, you got a deductible. Then you get smart. You say, well, how much is it without the insurance? And I'll be like, it's $600. And then you get mad and you storm off. Whatever. That's how. But that I mean, you don't want to, be paying for this insurance, but when you need it, it comes in handy. It does. Okay, so let's see. You got a book. Defend. Okay. I'm on a YouTube video. I'm gonna pull this. Let's just watch it all together. Why not? Or do I need to get up the Cliff Notes? Is there a Cliff Notes for it? This from ABC. We're gonna look at everybody's stuff. And we're gonna talk about this insurance. And I'm not your pharmacist. And even if I was, I'm not telling y'all what insurance plans to get. Okay? I can get in trouble for real. They be like, come on, Tasha. My name's not Tasha. It's Nastasia, okay? And it's Russian. Tasha, I don't know which one to get. I'll be like, yeah. Well, last year I had AARP Part D. And I'm like, yeah, you did have it last year. But it wasn't covering all my stuff. It wasn't. Well, I'm thinking about switching to Humana. I'm like, okay. Do you think that's a good one? It depends. It depends on what you need, and I can't tell you. I can tell you, you need to ask, when you talk to your representative, whoever this person is talking to you on the phone, you need a whole list of all your meds you're taking. All your maintenance meds, your stuff you're going to be continuously taking, especially those. And you need to let them know, like, look, this is what I'm taking. I need these covered. Don't show me no plan that's not going to cover these drugs. Okay, this insurance prefers Lipitor versus Crestor for whatever reason. Y'all not going to cover it? Or, I mean, that's not a good example, but y'all know what I'm saying. If they don't cover this, then you need to look at another plan if that's what you take. Because you can't always be like, I'm going to switch drugs. They're in the same class. You can be like that, but it's like, that's inconvenient for y'all. And, some of y'all got that placebo effect. Y'all, you get stuck on this. Like, well, this don't look like the same thing. It is the same thing. It doesn't look like the same thing. These drugs work the same way. Y'all don't believe it? It ain't going to work. I believe in that, but that's just me.
Possible suspect in the murder of the CEO of UnitedHealthcare.
Meanwhile, police have released new information that may point to a motive in that murder. With more on that, here's reporter NJ Burkett from our sister station in New York City.
Tell us about the book.
Eyewitness News has learned tonight that the suspect checked into the hostel on Saturday, 5 days before the murder. We've also learned that crime scene investigators have recovered a partial fingerprint from a bottle found at the scene. But the biggest clue came from the hostel on a surveillance camera.
I didn't recognize him at all.
We didn't recognize him. We just thought that's a bit scary to be in a hostel with someone like that.
Guests at the hostel couldn't place the face, the smiling face of the man now wanted for the brazen, cold-blooded murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Thompson was walking to an investor conference at the Hilton yesterday when he was gunned down. As he strides confidently toward the door, the killer steps out of the shadows and opens fire. In seconds, Thompson would lay dying on the sidewalk, and the gunman would be gone. He ran through this alley, dropping his cell phone along the way. He turned east onto West 55th Street, and then out onto 6th Avenue. He would be spotted on an e-bike heading into Central Park, and later riding down West 85th Street. Using surveillance images, police tracked him to the hostel on Amsterdam Avenue. By the time they searched his room, he was gone. But their painstaking work paid off with the first clear images of the killer's face. Former NYPD Chief of Detectives Robert Boyce.
So once you get him in a direction You just play leapfrog with video, and you just track them like a scent hound, almost only using video.
This latest video shows the killer coming out of the subway in Midtown half an hour before the murder. Another clue is the suspect's weapon, what's known as a B&T Station 6, a unique 9mm bolt-action handgun, possibly purchased at a gun shop in Connecticut.
And these things are complicated to use. It is our belief that he is well accustomed with it. He knows how to use it.
What's more, forensics teams found engravings on the shell casings and live rounds recovered at the scene, with the words deny, defend, and depose, startlingly similar to the title of this book, critical of the health insurance industry and published 14 years ago by a Rutgers law professor, which hints at a possible motive.
Speculation on motive.
Oh, maybe I should just Google the book. I'm thinking they're going to just tell us about it. That would have been easier, but I can always just Google it myself. What was it? Deny, defend. Uh-oh. Is that what you mean, Mastermind T? Dang, why I keep typing on here and let me do nothing? Oh, I need to stop sharing. Okay, hold on, y'all. Deny. What's really going on? I feel like somebody told me about this book before. They was like trying to go in on the pharmacist. I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Okay, were they not talking about this book before this? From 14 years ago. Maybe I need to get on Amazon. Let's get on the Kindle. They ain't giving us nothing other than talking about this. Like, what is this book about? Okay, yeah. So, I need the Cliff Notes. Do they still do Cliff Notes? I ain't been to school in a long time. What about the person that was standing there when he got shot? They saw everything. Where is that person? Delay, deny, defend. Okay. Okay. Let's put you up here. That's probably why I couldn't find. I wasn't typing the right thing in. Delay, deny, defend. Oh, they got it on Reddit. Bye. All right, let's see what we're talking about here. Can they give me some reviews? Oh, and how to fight them. You can't fight these insurance companies. I mean, you can. Don't listen to me, y'all. Y'all got to fight for everything you need. Y'all paying these insurance companies. Y'all need, you paying them. You need your money. On Amazon, it says, why insurance companies don't pay claims and what you can do about it. An expose of insurance injustice and a plan for consumers and lawmakers to fight back. Now, the denial of valid insurance claims is not occasional or accidental. What is valid? What is a valid insurance claim? What would be invalid? See, that's why they don't need me to look at it, because it's like, oh, I seem like I'm straddling the fence. I'm not. The denial of valid insurance claims. What are valid claims? And then how they denying it. It's like, am I naive to this drug? No, I'm not. But it's going to look like a new prescription because it's, a Schedule II drug. It's gonna, every time you get a new one, you got to get a new one. It's not like they can put refills on it. So we got to put in an override every time saying, no, this person is not new to this drug. They've been taking this hydrocodone for 2 years, the same way for 2 years. So is that what they mean by this denial? Because right now I'm not getting it. Okay, it says the denial of valid insurance claims is not occasional or accidental or the fault of a few bad employees. See, from my perspective, I would never think it was the employees. It's the result of an increasing and systemic focus on maximizing profits by major companies such as, I'll say the State Farm. I got one. Citing dozens of stories of victims who were unfairly denied payment. The book explains how people can be more careful when shopping for policies and what to do when pursuing a disputed claim. I can help y'all with that. I ain't got that much time in the day though to help all y'all, but I can help you with that. And I do, that's why I'm good at what I do. People like me. It also lays out a plan for the legal reforms needed to prevent future abuses. I don't know what I think about that because the denial of valid insurance claims is not. I need to go and buy the book. It's $9.99. It's a buy now with one click on my Amazon and deliver to my Kindle library. Should I? Y'all want to hear some of these stories? I mean, because I'm going to be like, y'all going to probably be mad at me before it's over because some of the stuff I'm going to be like, well, they can't do that. And you're going to be like, this is what we're talking about in Allen. Because I'm like, well, if the drug wasn't preferred on the plan, that's kind of on you that you picked the wrong plan. And I understand. It's difficult to pick the right plan. You got to really sit down and take some time with this. And your elderly family members or people who don't have a good understanding of this kind of stuff, which is probably everybody, y'all need to get with them and help them. Because okay, well, what is a valid? Valid is so, what is valid, And denying a valid claim. I don't get it. This is not clicking with me. Y'all tell me what y'all think that means, because how I'm thinking about it, if it's valid, it's going to go through. I'm going to call them. Y'all can say no. Y'all get me in trouble. Is that the gunman? Yes, yes, he had a serious smile on his face. Y'all, yeah. This was a professional. It looked, yes, that, yeah. Okay, y'all talking. I like it. Pull a book, we all know this was meant to be hit. I'm like, okay, I should. I'm gonna read a sample. Let's say I ain't gonna buy it. Let me read the sample. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up. And is Amazon? They ain't gonna block it, are they? Let's see. Ooh, I need my cursor. Can y'all see that? Let me get back out here and get back in. I'm gotta get my cursor. They want to let me read to y'all. Don't get mad at me, y'all. If some of this stuff, I'll be like, this is just, you can't fight that if I say that, okay? But y'all can get mad. That's a part of it. People get mad at me every day, too. People like me every day, but a lot of people don't. They get mad at me, and then I got to go on, talk to them like they need to be talked to. And then, I get them what they need, and then they get out of there. All right, so let's pull this up. I'll share. I need to do it how I was just on it the other day. I should be able to do it, right? That's what y'all think. Okay. Share screen. There we go. All right, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Watch they pull the book. It's on there. Oh, Mastermind, you in the insurance business? See, you kind of where I'm at. Some of the stuff is like, you can do that. And some of it's like, well, you can't. That's not, you can't do that. Rachel says, I feel like we are talking valid claim like a covered life-sustaining medically necessary surgery. Okay. Then the insurance companies are calling it invalid. You work in claims. So claims and like what? Like billing, like in health, like which can we get a little bit more specific, if you don't mind. I need, if we got, somebody on the other side, we might need to pull you up on the panel. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in. Amazon, like, girl, oh, okay, they let me do something. Okay, I was like, they like, girl, you already ain't even supposed to be having this on here. But they let me read part of it. I'm going to take you down for now, Master T, but you stick around in the chat, okay? Okay, this is the prologue. Uh-oh. Wait. Let me get, I can't see. Maybe I need to go back some. Why it ain't rolling right? Let's do this. All right. You are driving down the highway when suddenly the left rear wheel falls off your car, and the car jolts to the ground. Boom. Causing the injury to your back. Oh, a month later, you have surgery for a herniated disc. Okay. I can see this person getting on chronic pain meds, but whatever. Okay. Although you have no medical insurance, you are confident that your medical bills will be paid. You don't have insurance, but you're confident your bill is going to be paid. Who going to pay it? Okay. You bought an auto insurance policy from a company that promised to be your good neighbor. Like a good neighbor. And the policy includes a promise to pay for medical expenses caused by an accident. Okay, on your car insurance. Okay. That doesn't happen. 6 months after the accident, when your bills total $11,000, your insurance company sends you a check for $1,662.18. You have to undergo a second surgery. The hospital won't let you have physical therapy after the surgery because you can't pay the hospital bill. You hire a lawyer, get more doctor's reports, and finally, 3 years after the accident, the insurance company pays you what it owed in the first place. It happened to Cindy Robinson. Her story is told in chapter 7, and it could happen to you. A pipe breaks in the attic of your house, soaking walls, ceilings, carpets, and cabinets. Wait, what am I doing? I need to zoom out. I can't even get right. Can I go to the next page? Did I go to the next page? Okay, let's go back. Okay, now I got it. Okay. Oh, wait, I went too far. Okay. A pipe breaks in the attic of your house, soaking walls, ceilings, carpets, and cabinets. Now, this kind of sounds like that flood insurance. Y'all know if you don't get flood insurance, that ain't included in the house insurance. It's not flood. Is it flood? One of them we found out a lot about during Hurricane Katrina. Throughout the house, you need money to make repairs. You do. And you expect that your insurance company, which sold you a deluxe homeowner's policy, and promised that you will be in good hands, will come through for you. Instead, the company fails to adequately investigate the damage, looks for reasons to deny the claim, and refuses to pay for obviously needed repairs like the replacement of sagging, moldy drywall. Eventually, the company offers you a check for less than you need to pay for the repairs. Take it or leave it. you have to hire a lawyer and sue the company, and eventually 5 years after the water leak, you recover your loss. It happened to Thomas Anderson. His story is told in Chapter 8, and it could happen to you. Consumers buy car insurance and homeowners insurance to be protected from financial disaster in situations like these. If you are injured in a car accident, you will suffer physical pain and emotional distress. If your house is inundated by water, you will undergo aggravation and inconvenience. Yes. No one can do anything about that. But if you have insurance, at least your insurance company will protect you from the financial consequences of the unfortunate events. In theory, they will do that. That is why you buy insurance, to cushion the blow of accidents and injuries. Your insurance company pays for your medical bills, the repairs to your house, and the other expenses you are entitled to under your insurance policy. Too often, however, it doesn't work that way. The insurance company you trusted will delay paying for your loss, deny payment of part or all of your claim, and aggressively defend the lawsuit you are forced to bring to make the company live up to its promises. The reason is simple. The less the insurance company pays out in claims to you and people like you, the more it makes in profits. Delay, deny, defend is a violation of consumers' reliance on their insurance companies. It hurts people when they are at their most vulnerable, and erodes the trust that all of us put in insurance. This book explores where and how delay, deny, defend occurs, why it has increased, and what can be done to stop it. What y'all think? What y'all think so far? They ain't get into the drugs. We don't know. I mean, okay. You want it to be instant. It's instant in the pharmacy. It's instant in the pharmacy, y'all. Do y'all know that? Y'all don't know that. Because we was like, okay, well, if I got fluid going on, I need y'all to go and cut me a check. If I have a car accident, cut me a check. I need to get a new car. I got to get this car repaired. I got to go to the doctors. I got to be off work. You know, I need the money right now. I need that right now. I need to get my stuff fixed. I need to get my life back to where it was before all this stuff happened, you know. And I'm paying y'all every month. I had no accidents, you know. Yeah, speeding ticket here or there. I got plenty of speeding tickets. I don't know. I got a ticket the other day. But anyway, I'm done driving school so many times. So, you know, you like, well, I need them to pay out right now. You come in the pharmacy, and I be like, your insurance expired, or your insurance not going through. They ain't paying. I just used it at the doctor's office. The doctor's office not billing like us. We gonna run it right then. We can't give you the drug, no product for you unless it like goes through right now. That's it. And if you want to get this medicine right now before your insurance goes through, if it goes through, because sometimes this drug, you might pay all this money for a drug thinking your insurance gonna cover it, and then they don't. And then you come arguing with me about why you can't get your refund because this drug not covered by your plan. Just not. Like, don't buy it. Y'all like, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and pay for it tonight. Look, let's be clear. If you get this medicine right here tonight and your insurance, you talk to them tomorrow and they don't pay for it, you're gonna be SOL, okay? You're not gonna get it. Rachel says, I'd like to know examples of how this happens in the medical. Yeah, and that's how I tell you, that's how it happened in the pharmacy. This is not invalid. This is not, you know, whether they valid or invalid. And to be honest, you don't like the length of time that it took to get paid out, or for them to reimburse you for your claim, whatever. But, I guess you still have to get lawyers. I guess. And a lot of times with car accidents, you sue the other people's company, right? Y'all let me know. I don't know how, it's just, but you that's why it's, it's unfortunate that y'all don't be looking at these insurance plans when you choose them. And it's also unfortunate that we can't predict the future, right? Because, I just started getting this short-term, disability on my thing, right? On my plan. I never used to get that, whatever. I'm like, what am I need that for? I don't need that. Then they be like, well, if you go out on maternity leave, then, you might need that on top of whatever they give you, and then you could be out longer, whatever. Then, if you have an accident or some kind of way you have to be off work, if you got short-term disability, they'll give you a percentage of what you make anyway, right? I'm like, I don't need that. But, you might need that. I don't know what's going to happen to me at some point where I might need it. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go and get this. Then they got this other long term. They got all these different, you got to look at this stuff ahead of time. You got to go and look at it. Y'all don't want to read it. I don't want to read it. But that's the only way you're going to be able to protect yourself, because you need to look, you need to know what's on your insurance plan. Because you get sick all of a sudden, you didn't even know you got low iron, you got this, you got that. You going to the doctor a little bit more than you thought you was going to be going. Nah, I never go to the doctor. Now I got to go to the doctor all the time. I ain't got time for that, You turn 40, you got to get these mammograms, got to get all this stuff. What, Yoki says, pull up X. They saying he traveled from Atlanta to NYC by bus. I saw that somewhere. Let me see. Y'all don't want to hear no more of these stories, these testimonials. The lady now defending violates the rules for handling claims that are recognized by every company, taught to adjusters, and embodied in law. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the book, y'all. I'm gonna just say it. I don't know. It ain't telling me nothing. It's just, it seems like a bunch of testimonials. And really, it's like, I want my money right now, And the speed of this process, I'm gonna go ahead and hire an attorney to license fire up on your behind, Y'all trying not to pay. Like, why I got insurance? Then they gonna be trying to drop you. I remember in my town where I'm from, they was kind of starting to seem like they was denying people like a lot of insurance, because it was a lot of houses and stuff burning up at one point in time, And then, you'd be having too many accidents and all that kind of stuff, too many violations on your traffic, and then they don't want to give you coverage, or they change your coverage, you minimize your coverage, or they charge you out the wazoo. Or even with medical insurance, the pre-existing health conditions. Now that to me is where it becomes a problem. It's that when they don't want to cover you. I still haven't gotten a grasp of the valid versus invalid claim that this book is trying to, describe. I don't see that, but I do have an issue, with we got a pre-existing health condition. Okay, I know what I need. They like, no, you high risk. We not gonna cover you. That's what I don't like. Denying or minimizing coverage, or just charging people so much money, for being sick when we've been paying. They like, I don't care what you pay. Okay, you say on Twitter? Oh, do I? I don't even that. On X, where he was traveling by bus. Well, I had saved some things on his favorites. Oh, I'm still here, guys. Let me see. Yeah, it ain't really doing it for me with the book. Up 1 point made. Hey. He blew his cover by flirting with the desk clerk allegedly. Caught up by simping. Crazy. Simping ain't easy like pimping, but it gotta be done. Okay, let me see where I was at. Was I on CNN? They got all the latest info too. Y'all hold on a second. Work with me, bear with me. What are we looking at? UnitedHealthcare. That is so crazy though. Just walked up to the man, shot him in broad daylight, and smiling. And he's a what? A light-skinned male. Light skin. Okay. I ain't subscribing. Okay. Are they gonna let me look at it if I don't subscribe? It's today the 5th? All right. Here we go. Suspect in UnitedHealthcare CEO shooting used fake ID and traveled by bus to New York. What? He traveled by bus to New York in what year? From Atlanta. All right, they say this from today. Can y'all see this? They won't make me sign in. I'm not signed in. How do I get out of this? Am I on the right thing? Can y'all hear? All right, here we go. Suspect gunman who fatally shot CEO Brian Thompson traveled by Greyhound bus. Greyhound bus, Lord. To New York before the shooting, a law enforcement officer source said. Authorities also said the suspect used a fake New Jersey driver's license to check into an Upper West Side hostel. Smiling photos up, showing a man police consider a suspect may have provided a significant clue. Okay. He lowered his mask. Here we go. During a flirtatious moment with a New York hostel clerk. CNN, okay. He was like, what's up? He showed all 32. He look, I'm just saying, The words delay and depose were found. Okay, chill cases, we know this. Found a phone and a bottle of water. Okay, what else they got? I ain't signing up for breaking news. What else? Okay, so this man rode a bus up there? Y'all, how did he even, okay, this is a plot. This is a collusion. We need to find the rest of the group because he's not acting alone. And who rides a bus? How many hours is that? That's a long time. I ain't riding no bus no 2024. I'm just not going to do it. That's a long time to be on the bus. You got a New Jersey driver's license. You went from Atlanta to New York. What's the backstory, y'all? Let's come up with something. I'm in my head now. Y'all know I got a whole lot of reasons about why this man did this. I got a lot. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to John Q first. Y'all remember John Q with Denzel? I'm not going to bury my son. My son is going to bury me, okay? Y'all, Denzel, shush. Play with him. My son going to bury me, okay? Now, Denzel, what he did in that movie, he held up the hospital. It's like his coverage, he ain't had a kind. He's like, got a bad heart. And we just be trying to tell y'all, like, look, I mean, we get it. We here to help, We're not here to, hold you up. We want to serve you, whatever you need. We want to perform the procedures. We want you to get the medicine. We want y'all to get it, okay? But if the insurance don't cover it, we can't be just using these people's stuff, giving y'all anesthesia, using all the equipment, electricity. I don't know. We can't give it to you if your insurance doesn't cover it and you ain't got the money. You don't have these thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars to pay out of pocket. You don't have it. But somebody got to pay. And it's unfortunate, It's unfortunate. Somebody got to pay for it. People like me, I just work here. And I'm going to call everybody I can call. I'm going to call your insurance company. If you get on my nerves, if you're a regular, or just whoever. It depends on, what's going on. I tell you what you can do. If I don't have time to call these people for you, I'm going to tell you, look, you need to call these people, tell them you cancel your mail order. You want to get your 30-day supply of your medication here. You just traveling, you left your medicine at home. They need to go ahead and cover, an emergency supply. They will cover a vacation supply. Y'all don't be knowing that. I tell you. Where you going? You going to a place that got a Walgreens? We can look it up. No matter where you at. Just give the people your birthday and your information, okay? Is my insurance going to pay for it? Yeah, they're going to pay for it. By the time you get there tomorrow, that's when it's going to be time to pay. It's going to pay. Yoki says the underworld use buses to travel. They do. What is that? Who is this other rapper that just got in trouble? Is it Lil Durk? Somebody like that? Did anybody to California on the bus? Excuse me. I rode to California on an RV when I was like 9 with my godmother. I felt like it took 7 days to get across the state of Texas. Up one point, May says, then with the GWN that, where was the security clearance for that? Isn't it illegal to carry on a bus or no? Oh, the people ain't got no security, no Greyhound. They ain't checking them people. They throwing them bags up under that bus and they getting on that bus. Or they got them on their back or their backpack. Man, you gotta be careful about these bus stations. It's dangerous. They not patting people down. I imagine it's illegal. Can you carry weapons on a plane? Or can you pack them in your bag? Can you check it in your bag? In your check bag? Y'all let me know. Can you check a weapon in your bag? Because I don't know. I need a weapon. This man, okay, they got one fingerprint. They got a bottle of water. He walks up in broad daylight. We need to know the backstory. We're going to go outside the case for him. His grandma was sick. And insurance didn't want to pay. They kept sending him to all these, 1-800 call these people. And this customer service. He on the phone. For English, press 1. Ahora español, presionte el 2. He's like, representative. That's how we be on the phone. Like, okay. Resume el 2. Representative. He finally gets to somebody who is not the person he needs. They give him the runaround. His grandma getting worse. Why I say grandma? It could be his wife. He look like he got a wife. He's kind of cute. That's kind of stuff I be saying. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He's smiling at the desk clerk. Who put him up to this? Okay. Let's see. Yoki says, now watch the government is going to take over bus travel. Okay, can't do nothing, can we? Government, man, they going to take over everything. You can't even travel, and do your little stuff. You got to drive in your own car. Then they be trying to pull you over, talking about you speeding and all that kind of stuff. You can't do nothing. But maybe there's better security now. I doubt it. I ain't rode a bus in forever. I've been on a charter bus. I don't ever think I ever rode a Greyhound. My aunt used to ride a Greyhound all the time. I doubt it. I doubt it's security any better. Accountability. What's up? You can check in a weapon, but it must be locked. Just let them know it's in there. Okay, be like, I got that heat up in there. It's locked up. They're going to be throwing your bags out crazy anyway. It better be secure, huh? It better be secure. They be throwing that bag and be pop. I don't know nothing about things like that. But them people, their baggage handlers, they know how to handle your bag real rough, okay? Yes. So, motive is unclear. I can't wait. Oh, okay, they got some more stuff on here we can look at. Rachel says, I need to clip that representative and just play it every time I want to know. Because you be like, representative. Press 1 for blah, blah, blah. Press 2 for no. Representative. To speak to someone in blah, 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 please press 1. To do something else, press 2. Representative. To speak to a representative, please hold. Then they're going to just keep saying representative. 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 Okay, it says here. The NYPD released photos of surveillance footage on Thursday. Okay. Police suspect, okay, providing significant clue to investigators. Okay. What happened? The man lowers his mask and gives a big smile. A flirtatious moment between the man and a female employee at the hostel in New York's Upper West Side. Was he trying to get caught? Was he trying to get caught? She probably was like, looking at him. Yeah, I know how he be looking. You look at him like, And she's like, I wonder what you look like up under that mask. Because he probably was talking like, can I get your number? She said, pull that mask down. Let me see. He said, ping. His teeth said, ping. Now he caught. You up here to do a murder. You rode the Greyhound. You stick to the plan. You made it halfway there. Here you go. Video shows what appears to be suspect gunman running on West 55th Street before a fatal shooting. They got him. They got that CCTV for real. They really got the cameras in New York. Okay, so why don't we, we lost him in the park after he ditched the bike. Let's see. Screen grab from the video. Excuse me. He can be seen stopping by a pile of trash nearly 30 seconds into the video. 48 minutes ago. Okay. The suspect in the killing of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson traveled via Greyhound bus to New York before the shooting. Multiple law. Okay. The bus started its route in Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. Peace up. A-Town down. Ursha. Is that the bus station? How many Greyhounds they got in Atlanta? Is that the one by Rice Street? Down the street? Who even knows? Oh my goodness. Oh, y'all. I can't wait to hear more about this. I can't wait to get his backstory. The bus started its route in Atlanta. Okay. Adding that authorities do not know whether the suspect boarded in Atlanta or elsewhere. He just started it. Wait. That's where we found him at. That's where we picked him up at. We don't know if he came from Baton Rouge or somewhere, or if he came from I feel like he came, from further west and then got to Atlanta. That mother could have been coming from Jackson, Mississippi. Who even knows? And then rode the bus to Atlanta. They couldn't track him in Jackson. They ain't pick him up till he got to Atlanta. A Greyhound spokesperson said that, the company, sorry. The company is fully cooperating with authorities on this active investigation. Police believe the gunman arrived in New York City on November 24th, 10 days before the shooting. So was he hooking up with the clerk? A law enforcement official told. Okay. The suspect was seen on surveillance camera getting off the bus in New York around 9 p.m. That day, Ann was seen walking through the Port Authority bus terminal in Manhattan, according to law enforcement. The suspect then went to the hostel. After that, he appears to move around the city. So was he sightseeing or what? Was that his first time in New York? The suspect checked out the hostel on November 29th. The law enforcement, I'm so sorry. The law enforcement official, he checked back into the hostel November 30th. So what was that about? He checked in, then he checked out, then he checked right back in the next day. Maybe he had another group on or something. Law enforcement interviewed a female employee at the hostel who said at one point she asked the masked man to lower his mask while flirting with him. See, I told y'all. I knew it. She's like, let me see that. Let me see what you look like up under that mask. Them eyes, you know, them eyes, they doing something, but pull that mask down. Okay? Which is when the photo release, she set him up. She set him up. She didn't even know it. He didn't even know it. She asked the masked man to lower his mask while flirting with him, which is when the photos released by the New York Police Department today were captured. The suspected gunman paid the hostel in cash, okay? Only deal in cash. He checked into the hostel on Manhattan's Upper West Side using a fake New Jersey driver's license, okay? Police still don't know where he got the e-bike he used to flee the scene. He probably used another fake ID on that. Okay. They retraced his steps. Okay. The video shows the suspect. He stopped at Starbucks. And then he got on an e-bike and they lost him in the park. Can I play this? Or is that on TikTok? Oh, recognize on that. Oops. Let's face it. Mm. No. Oh, he just walked up on him. Oh, no sound? Okay. Thank y'all. Y'all know I'd be like in my own world. Hold on. Oops. Take me back. Okay. How do I get back? I need to change it back, y'all. Can y'all hear me at least? Hold on. Dang, we had no sound. Shoot. We going too well. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this. It's like I can't get the sound on the same one where I can use the cursor. Mm. What was I just showing? Okay, let me see. Take me back to where I was at. Oh, this thing took me all the way back to the top. Oh, this is a video too. We might as well watch them all. Let's see. He is smiling so big at this desk. Dang, this is too fast. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Okay. Yeah, let me know if we got sound.
Around the 24th. And
Of November.
Right.
Yeah.
So now let's establish that that puts him here a lot longer than we believed he was here just 24 hours ago before they developed this information. He checks into this hostel, which we've been up to on the Upper West Side, and he's assigned to a room where he has these two roommates. So it's a room for four, but he's the third person there. He talks to the clerk at the desk, and they are chatting back and forth, and she's kind of having a flirty moment with him and says,
That's when the smile happens.
"Let me see your face. Take down your mask." And he lowers the mask and gives that big smile. That little flirtation between the two of them in some good-humored way actually yielded what is so far the most significant clue to identifying him. He checks out of the hostel after a couple of days and then checks back in. They have not established, investigators, according to people briefed on this investigation, where he was during that kind of odd day. Did he try to find another place? They have established by kind of starting out at the hostel every day and doing a video canvas that attempts to recreate his trail each of those days, that the first place he goes is the Hilton Hotel. way before the night of the murder. So that suggests from the moment he gets off the bus, he knows about this conference. He wants to do that reconnaissance. So this is how they're kind of learning more about the length of time he was here.
Yeah.
He takes taxis. He goes to a McDonald's. He's using this fake
Wearing
New
his
Jersey
mask all
driver's
the time.
license. Mask got put up. And I mean, Aaron,
Yeah.
when you say wearing his mask all the time, the whole object of the game is, where is that weak moment where he thinks, nobody knows I'm here, nobody's looking at me, where he takes down the hood and the mask at the same time, and they haven't found that yet.
Okay. I mean, but we see him. What do we need to know? They can't get a sketch artist to draw him some hair? I mean, what y'all think? They can thank old girl at the counter for being, flirtatious. Because she got him. She like, you talking all that. Let me see what you look like up under that mask. Somebody in the chat said what? Yoki says what? If he is South American hitman, then he back over the border and back to Europe. He gone. Yeah, I think he gone. He look like he had some other vibes, Rachel says it will get good. I'd love to hear some interrogations video. Me too. New York don't have cameras in the courtroom. They don't. Okay. New York gonna let the tapes get out. Okay. All right, we're gonna be waiting on those. Ooh, yeah, okay. We know we all caught up on this, I think. They lost him in Central Park, then I mean, is that it? Is it over? They can't do no facial recognition software. They're gonna be like, we don't have his hair. We need where he got the mask and the hood down at the same time. I have an idea what I think his hair looks like. I don't need that. I could probably find him. New York Police Department launched a massive search in Central Park on Wednesday for the missing gray backpack and the shooter. Okay. Police deployed mobile field forces. Okay. We need to know why. That's why we here. We need to know why. Why did he do that? So do y'all remember when they was the Cash App CEO got killed? What was it for? What happened with that? Did we ever find out? Somebody just shot him, didn't they? Was this kind of lover's quarrel? Something doesn't add up with it. It ain't adding up. Because it's like we don't know where he was before he got to Atlanta Greyhound. Then he rides to New York, but he got a fake New Jersey driver's license. What are we doing? This does sound like some kind of hitman type situation. Now that I think about it. Because if this was somebody just disgruntled insured person who, some friend, family member, relative, he just upset about they lost their life because the insurance company didn't want to pay. You wouldn't go through all that. You just be, running off your own rumination, just getting mad in your head, and you be working off that. You wouldn't be like, okay, let me go to Atlanta. I gotta catch a Greyhound. I can't fly. I gotta make sure I got my weapon, my silencer, this bolt gun situation. Then I'm gonna go to New York, but I'm out of New Jersey. I gotta get a fake ID for New Jersey. That doesn't sound like somebody just like, oh my God, I just lost my loved one. I hate UnitedHealthcare. They don't pay for nothing. They don't seem like that. I'm a killer. It don't seem like that. It's not given that. You up here sightseeing for 10 days, flirting with the desk clerk. It don't sound like an insurance issue. Now, what we didn't look at or listen to tonight, I don't know where it's at. Maybe I need to go and sign into the X or the Twitter and Man, my Twitter account. I probably need to go on and clean up my page on Twitter. But anyway, the wife allegedly, she said that he was getting these threats. It's like, from who? Threats from who? Oh, some people upset about insurance. Let me find out this wife paying somebody to get rid of the husband. Cause we gotta keep that. We gotta keep that, as an alternative theory, because they not together. They've been separated for years. He bought him a home a mile away from the family home that he had with his wife and 2 kids. And it's like, they separated, so she and he paying for the house and the 2 boys there. She can't have no boyfriend. And, they ain't get no divorce because, they don't want to get divorced. They don't want to be divorced, those parents. They don't want to be them. And they want the kids to think they still married, even though they live in 2 separate houses. He got $1 million house down the road. What's the best way for the wife to get out of her situation? You gotta go. You can't just divorce no man like that. I don't know. This is not me saying this. I'm just speculating, which we tend to do at times over here on Pills, Potions, and Poisons. We gotta keep the wife in mind as a suspect. She might have something to do with it, but she's throwing out all this random stuff. Nobody else, like other people that work at the job with him, they didn't say, well, Brian, these CEOs, they get threats all the time, They always get, someone's upset with them, holding a grudge against them, something didn't go this person's way. Their family is upset, They get lawsuits and they get threats all the time, Nobody from UnitedHealthcare reported that. The guy from UnitedHealthcare, I need to find him giving his speech. He's like, the employees need to all lean on each other and, be supportive at this, at this time. They didn't say that. The wife said that. She probably on WhatsApp and hired somebody from somewhere else. I'm with you. Because people be upset about the insurance at the pharmacy. I don't know what they doing on a grander scale, in the hospital when, it's real procedures and stuff like that going on. It's like, it be life or death with the pharmacy, okay? Everybody think there's life or death. And I treat them like this, like, hey, they like this person, they need this. I'm like, okay, I treat all y'all like you need it. It's urgent. It's an emergency. I want you to have it and I want you to get out of my face. But, when it comes, okay, you got to have this procedure, this life-saving procedure in the hospital where you got $100,000 bill on the line, If it's something like that, they might get mad enough to go find the CEO and, exit him. But that guy just was not giving that to me. It's giving his wife hired him. Is it giving that? Is it giving that? Is it giving that? I'm going to talk about the drugs and the insurance and the pills, potions, and the poisons. I'm going to speculate on the storyline too. We got to, look at this thing a lot of different ways. Why would somebody want to kill the CEO? They know he's not in charge. It's not like he can say, Mastermind T denied my claim. You go talk to the CEO, make him make Mastermind T approve the claim. It don't work like that. That's not how it works. So to go after the CEO because of some insurance information, situation, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They can say that all they want to. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Rachel says they know much more than I think. Yep. Tell me about this man and his life. We need to know about this man. And they got his face. Like they can't find him. What, y'all don't remember the CEO of Cash App? Was it Cash App? It was one of those payment apps. And they person, CEO, somebody got killed. Let's see. Keep doing this. Video shows. They got this man all over the city. They say they can't find him. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna put this back up. He's everywhere. They got videos of him everywhere. Why can't they find him? 6:15 a.m. A surveillance camera image appears to show the suspect in the UnitedHealthcare CEO's murder, leaving 57th Street F train station before the shooting. The image was recorded at 6:15. Investigators believe that the suspect may have taken a subway from the Upper West Side to Midtown. 6:17. Video at the nearby Starbucks shows the assailant buying a bottle of water and 2 energy bars. I feel like he's young too. He look young. Roughly 30 minutes before the shooting. 6:30. Surveillance video captures what appears to be the gunman on the phone. Who is he talking to? They got the phone. Don't they have his phone? What do you call those phones? A burner phone. There got to be a burner phone. If it's not a burner phone, I'm lost. Who hired this person? Okay. 6:44. Thompson walked toward the Hilton Midtown after leaving his hotel across the street. Why was he staying across the street? Why didn't he stay at the host hotel? Y'all? Hello? Chat. Why didn't he stay at the hotel where they having the conference at? Since he just stayed across the street, he ain't like, oh, I went to, the Waldorf Astoria, that's blah, blah, blah. He's right across the street. I wonder if he was meeting a girlfriend up there. Oh, I got a whole nother angle now. Now, like he's a disgruntled lover. He's a third party. Maybe, okay. The gunman was flirting with the girl at the desk because, oh, y'all, if we find out Brian Thompson was sleeping with that man, girl, y'all, somebody need to give me some money. I'm about ready to play some bets now. Let's take some wagers. Because why him and his wife ain't together? And why won't they get a divorce? He probably meet a girl that my mama used to say, every town carries its own men and women. I don't know what that means, I don't know what that means. $10 million a year. $10 million a year. Man, when y'all start hearing this theory, y'all know it, y'all heard it first, okay? Let me find out. He was too excited to be flirting with the desk clerk. Made me feel like, he needed to get his self-esteem up because he had lost his girl to rich CEO over here. That's a possible theory. We want to throw it on insurance because he's the CEO of UnitedHealthcare. But everybody knows that this man has no power, to make things happen way down here, because he's up here. He don't deal with the day-to-day transactions, and claims and, denying and approving the prior authorizations. He doesn't deal in that. He don't even know how much any of these procedures cost or drugs. He don't know none of that. He's a placeholder. He's 50 years old. He's CEO, been CEO for, I don't know, 5 years, however many years of UnitedHealthcare. He giving me got a young girlfriend vibe. Oh, yeah. Thompson walked toward the Hilton Midtown after leaving his hotel across the street. The masked gunman was lying in wait outside the Hilton as Thompson made his way. And how did he know a hotel he was staying in? He was following his girlfriend up there. I got it. I got it. He was waiting outside. Made his way to the hotel to attend his company's annual investor conference, according to New York City Police Commissioner. The gunman came up behind Thompson and shot him in the back. The fact that he shot him in the back giving me even more like, this is a jealous lover. We need to know, okay, we're not going to figure out who it is trying to go from the suspect side, right? The gunman side. We need to know more information at this point about Brian Thompson. That's how we go. We need to retrace his steps. We need to know when he got there. When did he get to New York? We need to know if he had a companion with him when he was traveling on his flight from Minnesota. We need to get his wife on the line. She acting like she can't talk because she's trying to, console her kids or whatever. She don't care about that man like that, because they weren't even living in the same house. They was living separate lives, but she still, had a foot on her neck because, he was paying the bills and stuff, She can't afford a lifestyle. Your husband making $10 million, she was at his beck and call. It was either the wife or whatever girlfriend Brian had. It's like, let's not speak ill of the dead, This is an unfortunate situation. But the only way we're going to find out who it is, we need to know who stayed in that hotel room with Brian the night before. Okay, accountability says Bob Lee found a Cash App stabbed in San Francisco. Did he die? He died, didn't he? I thought he did. By lawsuits, insider trading. Yep. He had all that going on too. Which also makes me believe he had a girlfriend. Ain't no way he didn't have a girlfriend. He had a girlfriend. We gotta have to dig into this. We gotta know more about Brian. We need to know more about Brian to find out who Brian's killer is. I told y'all, when y'all hear this again, man, that girl, she said that. She was right. NYPD travels all over the world and country doing investigations. We are the police force that does that. We like function like a mini feds. Okay, so they need to go and find them. I done told them what to do. That's the game plan right there. We got to go back. Don't be retracing this strange guy, smiling at the desk clerk. Don't worry about what he had. He's a small fish. We got to see what Brian been into. And I feel like it's giving me like, love triangle. This does not make sense. The wife, she did not want to go down with him as far as illegal stuff, as far as stolen assets. We don't know what was coming. We don't know. We don't know what was coming. We know that she was not in the best position for anything. Because if he went to jail, that still was going to cut off her $10 million, access to his $10 million a year. But maybe she wants some freedom too. Yeah, I'm telling you. This is crazy. Okay. If NYPD found out the wife had anything to do with it, we'll drag her to NYC for processing. Go on get her. Go on get her. I ain't got no ambulance sound on here. This is a phone. I guess I'll do that. As far as his lawsuits and investors and investigations, maybe he asked her to set up the hitman, way to avoid any disgrace for him and his family. He didn't want to bring dishonor to his family. He had already dishonored them, though. Living in separate houses, fraud, insider trading. We got to know more about that. Insider trading, was he gambling too? I feel like people who do insider trading, they gamblers. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, we got conspiracy going. Okay. That's probably probable, and they will find out any info if she was connected in any way. This could be true. Burner phones can be traced. We learned that from YSL. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Money. It's a lot of money on the line. Money, $10 million a year, insider trading, status. Okay. He wanted to fit in at the hostel as a tourist. But he was masked up. I wear my mask though, but that's because I still wear it at work. Sometimes I wear it out. Well, my COVID going around again. I wear a mask. But he checked into the hostel, then he checked out, and then he checked right back in. Hitting on something. The wealth, like, yeah. Yeah. We got it. We gonna get this. We gonna get it in a minute. I'm sleepy though. Whoo, yeah, okay, so let's see what else. What else we got on here? Okay. Lying and waiting. Okay. View the full visual timeline. Okay, we got that, right? This was 9 hours ago. This is when it started. Okay. Evasion. Needle in the haystack. Blah, blah, blah. Central Park. West 59th. Okay, this way he was running. Where he dropped the bike? Ooh, how many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They got a fingerprint smudge, water bottle. Why tell us about the smudge? I don't know why they can't find the person. But I guess once he got Central Park, once he got on this side, it was over. But I mean, he was on foot. Because, I mean, they act like they can't even find out where this e-bike was at. If he knew that he couldn't trace that e-bike, he probably would have rolled that mud to hell. Okay. All right. I'm going to probably come on. I'm going to do another stream on this once we get another update. And once we find, we're going to come back for confirmation because I already know a lot of what I see. They be watching my stuff. They be acting like they ain't watching it. They watching it. Jesse, I'll be watching your stuff too, but if you use any information or any ideas that me and my chat came up with, one of us need to be on there. Ain't that right, y'all? Okay. Let us speak on it, Don't just steal the content. Okay, they're moving at a steady pace. Don't have someone apprehended. That's what they said 11 hours and 36 minutes ago. All right, y'all. I'm going to go and wrap it up because I've been yawning about the past hour. This has been a good stream. Oh, well, I didn't offer y'all to come up, even though I know it's late. It's getting late. It's late. And did I talk to y'all about? We talked about, okay, approvals and denied claims and anti-insurance sentiments. But this didn't feel like anti-insurance. This is not giving anti-insurance. And If he could go stay up there in the hostel all those days, check out the hostel, ride back up, get this gun, he probably had access to some kind of money. If it was an insurance thing, I'm sure he could have got on a payment plan. They always offer you a payment plan. Because they know if you don't do that, they ain't gonna get nothing. So they'll offer you a payment plan and all that. Except in the pharmacy, you know, we all or nothing. But this was not giving anti-insurance. No. Nope. We gonna keep following it up, y'all. I'm gonna be back. Well, if they give us something good, I'll come back tomorrow or Saturday. When is the 10th? On the 10th, y'all be on standby because I think Jamie Foxx, his stand-up is supposed to come on Netflix. What had happened was, and according to Law and Crime, he's going to be mentioning something about his illness and possibly maybe being drugged by Diddy or something like that. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a review on that. If not, yeah, that'll be the next time I come back if they don't have any good updates on this. And if we do find out either it is some type of anti-insurance situation, or if one of these theories we threw out tonight is the real answer, okay? And then we're gonna follow up on it if it is. So y'all hit the like. What is it? What they say? Comment, subscribe, share. Turn the notification bell on. I'm back on here, y'all. I told y'all that. And shout out to Yoki for, giving me positive encouragement, We needing that, okay? And it's what? Always LOVEYOU. I love you. I love y'all. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to call it a night, y'all. Until next time, what do I always say? These prescriptions, they keep piling up. These phones, they never stop ringing. I'm going to see y'all in the next video, okay? Good night.